in trouble. Hey, gonna need a little hope, boys, on the double. Hey, you monkey with a G here, she ain't talk to me. Maybe listen to the man that really dies his own lobotomy. Pop the tape and baby, we broke for you. For you, can't fulfill it with a pure absence of hope can do. Only the leap you blame it brings him to proof. Instead of the wings will be the dawners, hope they've broken you. See the whole floor, what? Had a dumb max, had a shop. Make a new life, never boo-hoo, never lose sight. I'm a voodoo with a birth talk from my old soul. And I'm a cop when I scream. I promise y'all, I could've.
I know a few people praying for my job. But like cream, I had to rise, y'all. Oh my God, I know. A couple of times I took my eyes off the prize, y'all. I know all people praying my. But these girls won't wait, won't fly.
Yeah, get you some. Yeah, can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah, just bustin' to get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah, get you some. Just can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Get you some. Yeah.
Hey, these can't match my flow. My no, live fast while we slow. Eat steak with, you know. Yeah, homeboy out then back on road. I'm gone, come back then claim my throne. You mad, you broke, I'm on. We toast, West Coast, we brag, we boast. Then travel all across the globe.
The friendship torch in the fourth round, and the Tower of the Americas behind it. Two of the signature sites here in San Antonio, Texas. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA.
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Brent, two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I started with that, the reason I started with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I can see the bruises. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Griffin. Bradley Beal is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Malone, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, we've got Joel Embiid. Chris Bosh is out there with Finley. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Wade in at the 2 spot.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight. Beal
against Wade. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 5. Malone kicks to Griffin. Over Bosch.
And the shot altered by Chris Bosch coming over there defensively. Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now, here's Wade. We play just over a minute here in the first. And he banks in the layup.
You can't allow Dwayne Wade to slash his way to the rim. That is where he is at his very best.
Malone outside. And Embiid with the block. Here's Finley. Griffin with some nice D.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And the pass to Malone. And Curry has it in the corner. Pulls it up. San Antonio with the rebound.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Here's Westbrook. That shot no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And a better box out saved them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Wade. A slam dunk by Wade.
Dwayne Wade has taken thousands of shots where he's been challenged, and he's made them just like that.
Now Beal. Outside Curry. Three-pointer, and the rejection by Embiid. Beal deciding where to go with it, but they recover it. It's slammed in by Malone.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
And the basket by Wade.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Beal. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's Westbrook. A tremendous game he played against Dallas. Wade has the open look, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Beal against Wade. Outside Curry. Good on the triple. Curry's got 5 points so far.
That's one of the game's greatest three-point shooters, so don't be shocked.
Passes it to Bosch. Westbrook against Curry. And the Spurs scoring again.
He just takes advantage of the D. Playing today can do.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Malone outside. Pass to Beal. 18 feet out. And again, it's Atlanta.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Now, here's Wade. 8 points for him. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 10. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Johnson. And there's Davis. Then there's Oubre. And it's Herter in at the 2-guard. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Johnson attacking. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Here's Herter. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker. Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Stevenson passes to Williams. That's a floater go. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7', 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Here's Davis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Malone comes in for Wesley Johnson. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Kevin Herter. And that one falls for Davis. Brent, offensive versatility, all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim. They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Bradley Beal. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Atlanta, Chris Middleton's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Baron Davis. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Malone with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 5. Middleton the pass to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Westbrook kicks to Wade. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And then Wade slams it in.
Explosive athleticism.
Westbrook against Curry. Malone outside. outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Griffin's checked in for Atlanta. Free throw drops for Malone.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Now here's Westbrook. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. There's 53 seconds left in the first half.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Beal with it. Wade picks him up. Beal against Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trail by 8. Right side Bosch. Kicks to Wade. Seconds left to play in the first half.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Curry fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the
2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're after a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. So, and that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Finley is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Embiid in at the foul. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And that one's good. Westbrook.
That's a Westbrook mindset right there. I'm going through you. Doesn't allow his focus to be shaken, even when the defense gets a little bit nasty.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide-open man for the clean look.
Malone outside. Here's the pass to Middleton. Outside, Beal. Curry trying to break free. The Hawks again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. I like to see them get that a little bit.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup of the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. The Hawks again can't hit.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Williams is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Hawks, Porzingis is coming in for Malone. And it's Davis in for Bradley Beal. Pass to Oubre. Oh, Griffin in position and stolen by Tatum. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Here's Wade. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Aaron Davis picks one up.
A show of strength there from Dwayne Wade to muscle the shot in over the tough defense.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Wade against Davis. Looking to end the run. Porzingis can't hit.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Porzingis fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And with those points, he's able to stop a 15-0 run by San Antonio.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And the Hawks making a change here. Middleton's checked in.
After the booze on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and he keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league.
There's Williams. Drops it in from 11 feet. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside, Davis. Curry on the wing. Stolen by Wade. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Wade. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And here is Davis. 7 points in the game. Here's Porzingis. He's off on that one. Good D by Embiid. Stevenson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Williams. Beyond the arc. Again, Williams missing.
Didn't. Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Wade drives in, and then Wade slams it in.
Well, as soon as he gets it there, it's going up. He's on fire right now.
The Hawks trail by 4. Curry passes to Porzingis. And Davis now, top of the key. And it's D. Wade with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Griffin with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Wade against Curry. Now here's Wade. Not a lot of room. Over Porzingis. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Steph Curry's out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Chris Middleton. And there's Malone. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Down low, Embiid with the steal. Outside Westbrook. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Middleton kicks to Beal. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 9 points for Beal.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Bosch passes to Finley. Embiid inside, headed by Porzingis.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Your Spurs, Joel Embiid, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. San Antonio making a switch here. Wade's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Westbrook against Curry. Malone outside, and there's the call on Bosch. That's foul number 2 for him. Curry deciding where to go with it. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Spurs shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Wade finds Embiid. Back to Wade. Floats one up. Bosch. Porzingis with the block, and he gets it back. 2 on the clock to the wing on the left. Here's Finley. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game. Curry against Westbrook. Fires from deep. Curry can't get it to go.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Curry against Westbrook. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Curry with a wide open look. Throws it from outside. Curry's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
And none better. Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And what he's done from beyond the arc is a big reason he gets the nod tonight. He's racked up 5 3-pointers and very accurate with his shooting. Take away that threat from deep, and their offense would have looked a whole lot different.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Olden.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one.
Connects from 3-point range.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Wade against Griffin. Wade passes the Bosh, and then Bosh with the jam.
Not sure how many times Bosh has to prove it, but in tight games, this is the guy you go to. Comes through with a huge basket.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry is inside. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Wade passes the Bosh, and he hits the bucket. Bosh has got 4 points in the quarter.
A stellar job from Dwayne Wade there, threading the needle with that pass and finding his teammate in a perfect position to finish off that screen.
It's stolen by Curry. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded by Finley. Here's Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible, and he gets a little bit physical with him, but it'll pay off in free throw. Plays like this, there's an effortlessness to how he approaches the game, and he makes every facet look easy, not just the shooting.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Here's Wade, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
As soon as Dwayne Wade sees that chance to drive, he's going to put his foot on the gas pedal, runs right into the teeth of the defense.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so it's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both in.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 1. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Westbrook with the block.
There's no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
That is world class.
I love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Wade. They'll bring it up for San Antonio. 3-point lead. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3 ball.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here. And Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich. San Antonio has possession. Here's Westbrook. It's in!
It's a certain mindset, Kevin, right now to want the ball at the end of games, and Westbrook has it.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight high with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to
55.